Yo, what's up guys? The Legend Tuna, and we're back with another episode of Tuna's Tips video series where we cover the upcoming raid bosses in Pokemon Go, give you the best idea for counters to use to maximize your success. That sounds like something you would like to see more of. Make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss an episode. We've got a really cool one today. We've got Giratina coming back into raids today. Yes, to kick off the Halloween event in Pokemon Go, we get Giratina Altered form in raids. It's going to be available in Shiny. It's going to be having a new move, Shadow Force. It's going to be here all the way until October 27th. We've got 1 week to take on this form of Giratina. Raid hour is going to be on October 26th from 6 to 7 local time. Let's head on over to PokeBattler and check out some of those counters. The website that I have pulled up over here is PokeBattler. PokeBattler shows the top 30 raid counters. We're going to cover the Mega and Shadows first, and then we'll look at non-Mega, non-Shadow counters because not everybody has access to those Megas and Shadows, including me. So, with that being said, Giratina has a Hundo CP of 1931 when it is not boosted, and 2414 when it is weather boosted. It will be weather boosted in windy and foggy weather. Giratina is a dragon and ghost type, meaning it's going to be weak to a whopping 5 types of damage. It's going to be weak to dragon, ghost, ice, fairy, and dark types. There's a lot of things that it's weak to. Not all counters are built the same though. You're going to notice that there are some that do a lot more damage than other types. So with that being said, let's look at those counters. Your top Mega counter is going to be Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar does a lot of damage, but he's very, very glassy. We love Gengar here. You can see him all over in my room here, in my stream room. Mega Gengar, if you want to bring that ghost type, you're bringing ghost, Mega Gengar is your guy. Really, really low time to win. Make sure it's packing Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. That's your first Mega. Another Mega choice, Mega Banette. Mega Banette is introduced in this event. You happen to get one, you want to use that over Gengar, you can. It's going to be a little bit less DPS. Make sure you bring it with Shadow Ball and Shadow Claw as the quick move. Other Mega choices, there are a lot of them. You have Mega Houndour, if you want to bring dark types, boosting those dark type damages with Snarl and Foul Play. You could also bring Mega Absol, another dark type Mega. Snarl and Dark Pulse on that one. You have Mega Latias to boost your damage for dragon types. Dragon Breath and Outrage on Mega Latias. Mega Latios should be up there somewhere too. But yeah, the Latios and Latias. You have Mega Alakazam with Shadow Ball. I don't recommend bringing that, but it is up there for dealing a lot of damage. And other Mega choices, where are they? There's still another one, maybe. No other Mega choices. That's what you got. I think the one that I'm missing is Mega Latios. There it is. Mega Latios number 5. Gengar, Banette, Latios, Latias, Absol, and Houndour are your Mega choices. I recommend bringing Gengar or Latios, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Well, you can see with your Shadow counters, Shadow Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage is your top Shadow counter for Giratina. Shadow Salamence, followed by Shadow Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Your next Shadow counter is, you guessed it, another dragon, Shadow Latios, Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw on that. You see a little pattern here? Lots and lots of dragons up top. Shadow Weavile, if you have a Shadow Weavile, make sure you bring it with Snarl and Avalanche. It's going to be doing a lot of damage for dark and ice types. Shadow Mamoswine is a ice attacker, Powdered Snow and Avalanche on that bad boy. You could even bring Shadow Mewtwo, packing Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is a legacy move, so make sure you elite TM over to that if you have access to those. That covers your top counters there, I guess, right? You could bring Shadow Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam. That is a fairy type. Also, you have Latias on there, but if you have access to Latios, that's going to be doing a lot more damage. You could bring a Shadow Alolan Executor even if you want to. Bring it with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor. Shadow Haunchcrow makes an appearance with Snarl and Dark Pulse. You also have Absol up there. Shadow Absol with Snarl and Payback. T-Tar and Banette round out the rest of the Shadow counters, but that's going to do it, all right? Let's look at those non-Shadow, non-Megas. I said look at a pattern, right? Look at your top 6 non-Shadow, non-Legendary counters. or non-shadow, non-mega counters, excuse me, are Rayquaza, Salamence, Palkia, Hydreigon, Haxorus, and Garchomp. Those are all dragons. Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Outrage, Salamence with Dragon Tail and Outrage, Palkia with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor, that big giant nuke, Hydreigon with Dragon Breath and Brutal Swing as a dark type move, right? That is a Community Day move. You need to Elite TM over to that if you do not have Brutal Swing on your Hydreigon. Haxorus with Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw, Garchomp with some dragon moves, Dragon Tail and Outrage. You go further down that list. Let's look at the 7 through 12. Darkrai, your first dark type. Snarl and Shadow Ball on Darkrai. Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Outrage. You have an Ice type in Galarian Darumaka with Ice Fang and Avalanche. Next up, you have Zekrom, Dragon Breath and Outrage. Chandelure with Hex and Shadow Ball. Hex and Shadow Ball, not the Community Day move that we just had with Chandelure. Poltergeist, right? Hex and Shadow Ball for Chandelure. Gengar makes an appearance up there too. Lick and Shadow Ball. Make sure bonus points if you bring it with a costume or even with a party hat. I think those give you more damage. Kappa. You also can bring an Origin form Giratina, Dragon Tail, and Shadow Force. You could bring Dialga. Dialga's up there with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. Then you get Weavile with Snarl and Avalanche. You also have Reshiram, Dragon moves, Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. Zacian Hero with Snarl and Play Rough. Mamoswine makes an appearance as an Ice type. Powder Snow and Avalanche. Keep going. If you fought Hoopa Unbound, you can bring Hoopa Unbound with Ghost moves. Astonis and Shadow Ball. Latios is another dragon. Mewtwo with Shadow Ball. Non-shadow, right, though. Kyurem. Yep, Kyurem's up there with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor, followed by Bound form Hoopa with Ghost moves. Yveltal makes an appearance at 24 with Snarl and Dark Pulse. Rounding out your bottom there, you've got Xurkitree with Dazzling Gleam. That is not Stab, but if that's what you got, that's what you got. Glaceon with Ice moves, Gardevoir with Fairy moves, Alolan Executor non-shadow, even Zarude rounding out your top 30 up there. Zarude in 29, and Tyrantrum with Dragon Tail and Outrage. There's a lot of cool counters that you guys can use. I'm looking forward to those lobbies. Let's head on over and make a team. Check out this background, you guys. They've really done a good job for this event, adding falling leaves. Our Pokestops are even orange with pumpkins on the bottom. It's awesome. It's got me even dressed up. I've got my Dusclops costume on. But for making a team in Pokemon Go for raiding, what you do is you click your Pokeball at the bottom. If you've never done this before, click the Pokeball, click the battle button in the top right, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Scroll at the top for party, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom to gyms and raids. Gyms and raids, hit your plus button. We're gonna be fighting Giratina, so I'm just gonna put Tina as my team name. So here's my Tina. Let's go like this. I've got my team already up on the left hand side of the screen there. I've got my Mega Latios already up. I'm gonna be bringing a whole lot of dragons. Mega Latios is going to be my lead with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. I have some level 50 dragons, quite a few level 50 dragons. My next choice is going to be Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage. Next up after that is going to be my level 50 Dialga with Dragon Breath and Draco Meteor. Make sure you have dragon moves on there. Then I have a Rayquaza at level 40. Where's Rayquaza? Let's search. I think its name is Papaquaza. Here we go. There's Papaquaza. I'm going to need to power up Papaquaza to make it level 40 so it meets my expectations there. And then we're going to go like this. And we're going to find more dragons in the form of Giratina Origin. Giratina Origin with Shadow moves, Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. And then my Hydreigon down here with Dragon Breath and Brutal Swing. That's going to round out my team, you guys. It's all up over there. Should be pretty good. We'll see how that works out. But we like to keep things short and sweet over here. Let's head on over and, short and sweet, you guys. You can catch me live every day at Twitch TV/Legend Tuna from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. I host a lot of remote raids over there. We can see quite a few gyms around the house. We're also a Stream Raiders captain, a Stream Pirates captain, and we host PCG. We have a lot of fun over there. Anybody is welcome to raid, and I would love to get you into a raid lobby with me. So come on by and we'll check it out. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. Peace!